Maybe later, Al. How's it going? Congratulations on first. I was literally just waiting for that song to end before starting. All right. I guess I'm all right. It was kind of like 50-50 on if I wanted to stream tonight. But this game's Return to Ash, I have no clue what this is about. But how are you doing, though, Al? Okay, there is controller support. Good. I can actually set back a little. And what do we got this wise? Display, window. I'll kick a full screen. Active choices, transitions, text speed. Gamepad. Doing all right, just chilling here. Yeah, what do we got here? We got this layout. One for Windows, yeah. Press or move the A button. B, X, Y. Back. Let's skip that. Let's just let it go with the basic. We have no clue what this game's about at all. I just seen I had it in my list. Trying to forget where to put the mic there. Oop. Trying to figure out where to put the thing there. But all right, let's see what we got going on here. Like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into here, but let's get started. I know it's supposed to be like at most 2 hours. The hospital was empty. Quiet and brighter than usual, like waking up on a snow day. But I didn't feel cold. I didn't feel much of anything. Weird. Normally opening my eyes to a room this bright would give me a migraine. Instead, I felt no pain at all. No aching muscles, no bed sores, not even a hint of dizziness or nausea. I picked a sad game, fuck! For the first time in 7 years, I felt completely normal. Either I'm cured or this is a dream. Or I'm dead. Hello? I called out, but no one came. Nurse? I searched for the call button on the side of my bed, but it wasn't there. Good luck, Al. Yep, definitely a dream then. My IV bag dripped in response. Are these some next level painkillers? What am I supposed to do now? I shouldn't laugh at that. I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. But I was not expecting an option to just die, I guess. Let's leave the room. Fine, I'll just go and find someone. I put on some slippers and walked out into the hall. Much to my dismay, there didn't seem to be anyone here either. Something was definitely wrong. Even in the dead of night, you'd see a nurse or two scurrying these halls. Or at the very least, a janitor. But it's broad daylight and there's absolutely no one. My footsteps echoed quietly in the eerie silence. I peered around the corner to see another empty stretch of hallway before me. Okay, new explanation. Time has stopped. I slept through the fire alarm and everyone already evacuated. I was left behind in the confusion. Or it's the Rapture, so it's not their fault I was left behind. A nuclear apocalypse? Isn't there a bright flash before the bomb goes off? That must be what this is. I walked steadily down the halls, coming up with more and more ridiculous theories as to what was happening. Finally, a figure appears, saving me from my madness. Hello? Hi. I was too surprised to know how to react. This wasn't the sort of person I expected to find, and she showed up too suddenly. Instead of focusing on all the possible explanations for what was going on, I should have come up with something to say when I inevitably found someone. Stupid. I didn't think anyone else was here. She looks me up and down, glancing to my IV and then back to my face. She's expecting a response. Quick, think of something to say. Where is everyone? I'm looking for a nurse. Cool tie. That's what I'd wind up saying. Because I'm just that socially inept. I'm looking for a nurse. I'm looking for a nurse. A nurse? By her tone of voice, I can tell I've just said something ridiculous. Shouldn't it be obvious from my appearance that I need medical attention? Not that I feel sick at the moment, just in general. Besides, we're in a hospital, aren't we? There should be a nurse around here somewhere. It's more concerning if there isn't. This is St. Fellows, right? Angela usually works today. I guess I don't know what time it is either. They took the clock out of my room. More and more, I realize that nothing here is adding up. The woman sighs as I struggle to get my bearings. Listen, this isn't a hospital. You died. Fuck! Are you okay? You're not having a heart attack, are you? No, I was just really hoping you weren't going to say that. Ah, right, of course. Why would it matter if I was having a heart attack now? I'm apparently dead. I mean, I assumed as much. I just didn't want to face it. How could I have died so unceremoniously? Unless it's just that I don't remember the gruesome details. I guess I should be thankful for that at least. How's it going, Doc? Still, to die in my sleep at the ripe age of 22. It's not how I expected my life to come to an end. The doctors never told me I had however many weeks left to live. It feels so out of nowhere. Did I really die? I'm breathing right now. Out of necessity or habit? The woman clears her throat. I forgot to check something. Okay, yeah, the audio's coming through. I completely forgot to do an audio check when I started. Hey, how's it going today, Doc? Woman clears her throat. I'm sorry, it took me some time to process my own death, too. You're also dead? I've been here for about 3 months now, give or take. Wonder how she died, but it's probably rude to ask a stranger something like that. It's not like I'd want to spill my life story either. So what's your story, kid? She asked without hesitation. I'm not a kid, I'm 22. Really? But you look so young. But being hospitalized stunted my growth, I guess. Why are we talking about this? I died. Who cares what I look like? Wow, only 4 years younger than me. Finally, someone I can relate to a little better. My life is pretty far from the average 22-year-old's experience. It's hard to imagine I would be relatable to her in the slightest. What were you hospitalized for? It's not cancer, is it? He's so unbelievably rude. No, it's hard to explain. Was it terminal? I continue to be astounded by this woman's complete lack of tact. Can we talk about something else? Ah, sorry. I'm asking because I wanted to discern what your goal I might be. My goal? I'm dead. Surely there's no reason left to pursue any kind of goals. To my surprise, she laughs. This might be some kind of afterlife, but that doesn't mean we should give up on living. My name is Scarlett. I'm going to get my second shot at life, even if it kills me. Moving words for someone who's already dead. What about you? Do you want to go back? Do I want to go back? Of course I want to live. I'd rather not be dead, yeah? Good, that's what I like to hear. What's your name? It's Ashley. Ash for short. Alright, Ashley, walk with me. I'll tell you everything I know. She turned immediately with complete confidence that I would follow her. Let me try that one more time. She turned immediately with complete confidence that I would follow right after her. So I did. Scarlett walked at an easy pace, explaining the mechanics of this afterlife as if it were a speech she'd rehearsed and recited 20 times. And maybe she had. Clearly I wasn't the first dead person she'd welcome here. It was surreal. Thinking about the situation I was in, but also how I had no trouble focusing on her explanation despite that. Usually I feel so lost in a fog. But my mind is completely clear right now. Is this how my brain would function if I were healthy? Not that it matters anymore. Based on Scarlett's explanation, I should consider this place to be purgatory. We died, but we can move on from here. It's unclear exactly where we would move on to. Apparently that's up to death. We were on our way to meet them now. So we don't get hungry? Right. Are thirsty. There's nothing to eat or drink here anyway. And we can't sleep. You know, I haven't actually tried. But after 3 full months with no sleep, I haven't had any sort of adverse health effects. Safe to say it's unnecessary. That part sounds like heaven. You know for sure it's been 3 months? Time is definitely passing. I've been using my watch to track the days. Because there's no sunrise or sunset. I slow my pace and Scarlett stops in front of me. There's a pitying look on her face. The stasis isn't so bad once you get used to it. I'm already tired of how bright it is. Scarlett laughs, but I wasn't joking. I may have been spared from my usual migraine, but the constant intensity of the light was unnerving to me. If I had a choice of which hospital to spend purgatory in, I'd say St. Fellows was the better option. At least there I had the changing seasons to look forward to. How it'd get quieter after visiting hours were over. The chatty nurse is telling me about their day as they changed my IV. Being in the hospital for so long, you learn to love the little things. The alternative is to just feel miserable all the time. I'm not miserable. I'm still alive. But I can't even say that anymore. I grip the pole of my IV stand a little tighter. I'm still too afraid to leave it behind. The last few wayward souls who came through here, they made it out pretty quick. Maybe you'll be able to bargain with death too. Then you won't have to get used to this light. I'm not very good at bargaining. She laughs again and presses the button for the elevator. I'll help you. I'm good at debate. Thanks. The elevator doors opened to reveal a man stacking coins in the center of the floor. Don't come in. I blinked at the confusing sight, but Scarlett cut in without missing a beat. You're still at this? It's been 2 days. There's a lot of coins and the deadline's coming up pretty soon. Scarlett leaned her forearm against the elevator door to prevent it from closing. Well, can we get in? I'm taking Ashley here to meet death. Could you maybe catch the next one? No. Oh, save. Oh, so that means after every, like after everything that happened, like after something happens, it'll probably bring up this. Unless I just accidentally pressed that and didn't realize. Scarlett first forced her way in, knocking over a stack of coins in the process. Why are you so pushy, Miss Scarlett? Because you're wasting your time. Come on, Ashley. She motioned for me to follow, and I stepped into the elevator. I did my best to avoid the coins at my feet. It was an awkward ride. When we reached the basement, Scarlett went on ahead. The man moved to shield his coin stacks from her reckless stride, but it turned out to be unnecessary. Her intent seemed more focused on escorting me to wherever death was, I guess. To the side of the elevator door was another pile of coins. Upon closer inspection, they look to be some type of play currency. At least I'm not aware of any coins with a skull on them. Balloons, maybe? Judging by the cartoony design, it seemed like something used for a board game rather than by pirates. Curious and not particularly in any rush to meet death, I stopped to talk to the man. Why are you stacking coins, Mr. Celadon? And you're Ashley, right? I prefer Ash. Celadon picks up a small stack of coins and transfers them into the larger pile beside the elevator. This process is methodical and efficient. I can tell he really has been at this for 2 days. It's my trial, so I can revive. He shuffles back into the elevator to pick up the next stack of coins. Trial? Scarlet, clearly tired of waiting, returns to my side. Death told him he had 3 days to bring coins from the top floor to the basement. If he reaches a certain amount, his soul will be released. They have to stay stacked like this. If a single coin faces tails up, it won't count. Sounds tedious. No, I don't mind. It's good exercise. He goes back for the next round of coins. Leave him, Ashley. He's done hundreds of these trials. Death isn't going to let him pass this time either. As Scarlet walks away again, the elevator door begins to close. Celadon stumbles from his place to block them. The stacks of coins he's holding wobbles dangerously, but he quickly steadies them and continues his work as if nothing had happened. I feel sorry for him. Here, I can help. Really? You don't have to. It looks fun. We both know I'm lying, but he smiles anyways. In that case, feel free. Clack, clack, clack. I carefully stack the coins that Scarlet scattered on the elevator floor, checking that each one is facing heads up. It's easy to get absorbed in the task, somewhat addictive even. Each coin I place down gives me a small sense of satisfaction. And I'm not even getting sore from being hunched over. That part is nice. I can't imagine being stuck doing this for 2 full days, though. That's some serious endurance. Celadon came back and forth, carrying each stack of coins out into the hall. Every once in a while, the elevator door would try to close, and he would lean against it to keep it open. I wondered if I'd be more useful just holding the door. I wondered if I'd be more useful just holding the button down for him, but he seemed to have developed a rhythm around it. I didn't want to interrupt that rhythm any more than I already had. When the last of the coins were gathered into stacks, I began to carry them out with him. So nice for you to lend a hand. Hopefully it's not against the rules or anything. I'm not messing things up for you, am I? Probably not. I mean, sometimes I fail my trials on a technicality. Well, anyway, Death didn't say anything about doing it all on my own, just that I had to carry them by hand. Am I doing the right thing by helping him? As long as he's fine with it, I guess. We step out of the now empty elevator and into the coin-filled hall. No one's ever helped me with my trials before. Usually people have their own thing going on. He starts heading in the direction Scarlet went earlier. I follow, dragging my IV along with one hand and carrying a small stack of coins in the other. Are you sure it's okay for me to keep helping you? Yeah, I don't think it counts as cheating or anything. It's like you're part of my downline. Downline? Yeah, we're like a team. You do a bit of work for me, and we both profit. I can give you some of my coins when this is over. How does that sound? Stop for catching me off guard. I wasn't doing this for any kind of profit. I just want to be nice. No thanks. I don't have pockets. Well, let me know if you change your mind. I winced a little at how enthusiastically he delivered his pun. Finally, we reached the end of the hall. The room we were transporting the coins to turned out to be a morgue. I can now see firsthand the result of his past 2 days of effort. Glancing around the room, I lock eyes with Scarlet. She shifts her gaze to Celadon, who is currently preoccupied lining up his stack of coins with the others. Then it suddenly clicks for me. Of course the place we'd find Death waiting would be the morgue. This is where they keep the bodies. The thought of it chills me to the bone, so I focus on the coins in my hand. I place them down with the rest, then move to follow Celadon back out into the hall. Ashley, wait. I stop in my tracks and reluctantly turn to face the person who was supposed to be helping me negotiate my revival. You feel sorry for him, don't you? She's right, but I'm still inclined to argue. I'm just trying to help. His trial is ending soon anyway, right? There's not a lot of time left, Miss Scarlet. He shouts back at us from the hall. His footsteps echo down it as he goes back for more coins. You're a nice girl, Ashley. But don't you think you should focus on saving your own soul? She says, eternally focused on saving mine. Helping others while I'm at it doesn't hurt. You're doing it too. She doesn't say anything back. I'm already out the door, catching up to Celadon. His pace slows once he realizes I'm following him. As I close the distance, I try to make conversation. It's kind of messed up that death is making you carry all these coins into the morgue. Morgue. We're walking together now. He blinks at me. Oh, right. You're new. What do you see this place as, Ash? What do I see it as? Well, it kind of reminds me of a hospital, so that makes sense. It's a hospital, right? Oh, interesting. So that's why there's a morgue. I'm confused by what he's asking me. Do we all see this place differently? For me, it's kind of personal, but I don't mind telling you. This place looks like the rehab facility I was sent to in my early 20s. I was only there for a short time, but it left an impression, I guess. Rehab? We each pick up the next stack of coins. Yeah, I partied pretty hard back in college. I mean, I thought that's what you're supposed to do in college. Anyway, it got so bad my family sent me to rehab for a bit. I've been sober ever since. Huh? I have no idea how to respond. It's so far out of my own experience that I can't imagine what it must have been like at all. Were you in college, Ash, before you got here? You're not still in high school, are you? No, I've been in the hospital since I was a teenager. I didn't actually get to go to high school. Oh, that's so sad. Sorry. We reach the morgue again and walk back inside. Scarlet doesn't bother us this time. Celadon and I place our coins down, ready to head back out for more. Before we leave, I reconsider this morgue. This room looks different to Celadon, and to Scarlet too. She told me before that this isn't a hospital. I wonder what it looks like to her. It's not really a morgue. It's a lot easier to push down the anxiety I feel about being in here. This is all made up. It's set dressing. Even the coins we're carrying aren't real. Maybe I'll wake up soon and realize it was a dream all along. Stack by stack, we carry away the coins in the hall until there are none left. When I offered to help him, I didn't think I'd get so into it. But the work was meditative and helped keep my mind off things. I'm here because I died. I haven't been able to process that yet. I just dove into helping this stranger with his trial, a trial I don't know anything about. I don't want to think about any of that. I just want to keep focusing on the task at hand. But his trial will be over soon, and death will come to pass judgment. That's how this works, isn't it? Sure enough, as we carry in the last of the coins, we're greeted by death. A hooded figure carrying a scythe, their face hidden by a mask. The sight of them startles me, but I take care not to drop any of Celadon's coins. She's young. She doesn't belong here. Scarlet must be bargaining for my soul like we talked about. It's nice of her to do that, even though I was busy helping Celadon instead. She fits in pretty well as far as I can see. Death stares in my direction. Are they watching me? I can't tell with the mask. Do you think we have time for one more trip up the elevator? Celadon looks antsy. I'm not sure what he's worried about, though. We already brought so many coins. This is enough, isn't it? Maybe, but one last trip wouldn't hurt. Looks like he's asking my permission. Death walks over to us before I can respond. Time's up, Donnie. Donnie, that's kind of cute. Please stop calling me that. Only my mom calls me Donnie. Scarlet strides over to us, indignant. Excuse me, our conversation was not over. Schedule's full, babe. Come back with a better argument tomorrow or I'm busy. Just tell him he failed and get it over with already. But please don't do that. I worked really hard. So the trial really is over now? Excuse me. They all turn to face me at once. I'm a little surprised they listen and massively uncomfortable with the attention. Are you really going to check through every coin? Not just check them. There's a hint of a smirk in their voice. I'm going to flip them. Flip? And there's the catch. For every coin you brought, we're gonna play heads or tails. If any of them land on tails, you lose. No way, that's fucked. That is fucked. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's not right. I thought I just had to place them here face up. Flipping every single one, that's impossible. What are the odds of getting heads so many times in a row? 50-50 for each coin? That's technically possible, right? Not gonna happen. Ooh, we want to continue being kind of supportive, but you know, that's some pretty rough odds. It's technically possible, right? It'd take a miracle, but there's still technically a chance you could pass. If I had that kind of luck, I would have won the lottery by now. Don't bother getting his hopes up, Ashley. It always turns out like this. I can't help but feel a little responsible for increasing his burden. Not that removing my contributions would have changed this outcome. Death flips the first coin. Heads. They pick up the next one. Oh, heads again. They're definitely taking pleasure in this. Celadon cringes visibly at the sound of each coin being tossed. The third coin lands on heads, and then a fourth. He watches the results and able to speak, but it can't go on forever. In fact, it might be set up to make him start to think he has a chance, only for Death to take that away. Just a coin flip, but they managed to turn it into immense psychological torture. Bringing fewer coins would have given him better odds, but then would he fail for not meeting the minimum requirement? I see why Scarlet didn't bother to help him before. Death's trials are made to be unwinnable. The coin flips pause and Death turns to me. Hey Ashley, heads or tails? Scarlet, tails. I wasn't asking you. Death wants me to call it. Heads. Scarlet shoots me a look, but I don't budge. I have to stand up to Death somehow. They flip the coin. Tails, you lose, Celadon. Come on, that's not fair. His voice wavers. I think he might cry, which is probably Death's aim with this. Crushing his spirit, giving him hope, only to snuff it right back out. What do they gain from toying with people like that? Celadon has done a lot of these, right? I can't stop myself from speaking up. The situation is too unfair. Yeah? So why can't you just release his soul already? He's tried pretty hard, right? He's got plenty of time. What do you mean? Death mounts their scythe like a witch on a broomstick. I barely know how to react as my eyes follow them. I can only think of how the ceiling is higher up than I realized. They drift to a stop, then grasp the handle of one of the metal doors. Am I about to see a corpse? It's not a real morgue, but there could still be actual bodies in there. And why hadn't I noticed that this room looks infinitely tall until now? The metal door swings open and a long drawer slides out. It's hard to tell from where I'm standing, but it seems to be lined with rows upon rows of hourglasses? His is in here. What are those? The countdown for every soul that comes here. Countdown. Why is this the first time I'm hearing of a countdown? You never asked. Oh, like you'd have told me. This is how long you have left to live. The sand in the small hourglass falls steadily down, a human life measured in grains of sand. Nice try, we're already dead. Not quite. So stares at the ground, wringing his hands. What do you mean? Death descends again, Celadon's hourglass in hand. Want to see what happens when I turn this over? They say it in a teasing voice, like it's a game to them. This is someone's life. No, Celadon says what we must all be thinking. But it's cool, check it out. Death flips the hourglass over. We all expect the sand inside to reverse direction, but it doesn't. It continues falling upward, defying gravity. This is how long we have left to live, meaning we are still alive. And maybe because we're still alive, we have a chance to revive. Scarlet said she'd been here for 3 months. How much time does she have left? How much time do I have left? Scarlet lets out an incredulous huff. So you're just going to torture him until his time runs out? We release him once it gets down to the wire, or let him die in the end? That's up to him. Unbelievable. We're, still alive, even though this is the afterlife? Didn't Scarlet tell you? I looked at Scarlet, but she's already stormed away. She taps her foot, facing away from us. This is the afterlife for souls who died a social death. Y'all ended up here because you're miserable losers. I want to laugh, but it'd be messed up if I did, you know? Because, like, it is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. But it's also incredibly fucked. I don't know how to feel about this. I follow Celadon back to the elevator and up to the ground floor. He holds his hourglass, tapping on it gently. But it does nothing to stop the flow of the sand. We aren't dead yet, but we could die soon. Unless death decides to release our souls. Let us revive. We need to pass a trial to do that, as far as I understand it. But the trials are designed to waste our time. Is it a trick then? Is there some other way to overcome this? I don't have enough information. I need to find out more about the rules of this place. Celadon breaks me out of my thoughts and brings me back to the present. Thanks for helping me earlier. No problem. Sorry for not telling you sooner about the social death thing. That's okay, it'd be a weird thing to explain, right? Yeah, so weird. Since he was here before Scarlet, he must know a lot more about this place than she does. Maybe sticking with him was the right call. I can ask him all sorts of things. The person to talk to? I feel like we should go straight to the source, you know? Go straight to the source, ask what's up. It seems like Death is like very open with everything. We did piss off Scarlet earlier. And it does seem like Celadon knows a bit. Death, well, Death is just a tricky asshole from the seams of it. I don't know which one to do. Part of me wants to ask Death. Part of me wants to go find Scarlet. And part of me wants to chat with Celadon. What? Oh, I went back. Okay. I accidentally hit a button. Yeah, Celadon's the nicest guy here. He's not intimidating like the others. Hey, let's talk. Huh? Sure, Ash. Is there something in particular you wanted to talk about? Everything that happened, I guess. Yeah, how are you feeling after all that? Probably a lot to take in, huh? Death called us miserable losers. A little harsh, right? Yeah, I'm not really miserable, but they're right about me not having any friends. Well, I'll be your friend. You helped me out after all. I'm struck by his warmth. He seems so genuine. Can I call you Donnie? Please, anything but that. We share a laugh and continue chatting. I tell him about myself. How most of my life has revolved around my illness, being hospitalized. How I hadn't had any visitors in over a year. That must have been what marked my social death. My family, everyone, I was dead to them. It hurts to think about, so I changed the subject. What was your life like? How long have you been here? You know, I'm not really sure how long it's been. Scarlet's the only one with a watch. Oop. You know, I'm really sure how long it's been, so that's only with a watch. And it doesn't get darker. The days must really blend together, huh? It's probably been a few years. Could you ask Death to find out? They don't like me very much. He sits in one of the chairs, and I take the one beside him. My life before this was, I don't know, I ran my own business. I had a wife. I thought my family cared about me. But I went into debt. No matter how much effort I put into my job, I just sunk deeper and deeper. I thought I was doing what I was supposed to do, working hard, hustling, you know. His breath grows unsteady. I don't know what to say, so I keep listening. When she handed me the divorce papers, I thought, great, now I can spend more time selling products. My whole family stopped talking to me. I don't know what I did wrong. Those products help people, but my mom called it a scam. But it's not a scam. They're health supplements. I use them myself. If you have enough people in your downline, you can make thousands of dollars a week. You just have to keep recruiting. Oh, he was in a pyramid scheme. Like big time. And it's fun. You get to work from home and talk to people you never would have talked to before. It's the kind of work you could even do from a hospital bed. Heck, you might feel better if you take them yourself. Health supplements. The company is called You Thrive. Get it? Because it makes you thrive? His mood changed really suddenly. I've never really heard of this company, but it sounds important to him. Ash, when we get out of here, I'll send you the sample kit. You can try it for yourself. That's okay. I shouldn't be taking supplements without my doctor's permission. That's what's great about You Thrive. It doesn't interfere with any medication. It just boosts your immune system along with many other benefits. This is getting weird. Why is he giving me a sales pitch when we might be stuck in the afterlife forever? Celadon, I'm healthy, so it didn't make any sense that I'd die. And now he seems back to normal. So the social death thing, that must be it, because no one talks to me anymore. They all blocked my number. Did he scare everyone off with how intense he is about his job? That's pretty sad. Well, at least we have each other, right? We're not friendless losers anymore. Selden smiles at me and then takes his hourglass from his pocket. He stares down at it with great sadness in his eyes. The years he spent here doing Death's impossible trials, that must have taken its toll on him. Beneath this friendly exterior is a man on the verge of breaking. I pat his back, not knowing what else to do. If he was to revive, would he be able to make new friends? Would I? Maybe I can give him a bit of hope. Hey, let's help each other. Huh? The thing about a social life is, it starts as soon as you make even one friend. And we're friends now, so when we get out of here, all we have to do is stay friends in the real world. Ash. Just when I was wondering what would happen if I broke this thing. He slips his hourglass back in his pocket. Thank you, I'll do my best to pass the next trial. This... I just, like, really don't know how to feel about this. Like, this is weird. Saying goodbye to Celadon, I decided to look around on my own for a while. Where should I go? Back to my room? The morgue? I guess we could... I'm only saving all these just in case one of these choices leads to us just a game over without an ending. Let's go to the morgue. I might as well ask Death for more information on this hourglass stuff. I still myself and press the button labeled B2. When the elevator doors open, Death's size drops in through the small gap like a guillotine. The blade sticks in the floor, set a couple inches deep. It takes me a moment to register what happened. Thank God I wasn't standing there. Once the doors finally open, they jostle the handle and swing their weapon back over their shoulder casually. I've been expecting you. To kill me? Nah, wanna hang out? You're not gonna swing your scythe at me anymore, right? Don't be such a baby. Follow me. Like I have a choice. Death brings me back to the morgue, but the atmosphere has completely changed. No way, are we going to game with Death? That sounds awesome. Is this a different room? It's my room. How do you deck it out so fast? This place looks extremely lived in, from the half-eaten bags of snacks on the floor to the controllers scattered near the beanbag chair. Magic, don't worry about it. Right, I should know better than to ask, considering I've also seen them fly. The big screen TV catches my attention. There's a tantalizing lineup of all the latest game consoles below it. Are we gonna play video games or something? Oops, sorry for the burp. I'm getting a little excited now. The only games I had in the hospital were on my favorite childhood handheld. Death strides over to the controllers on the floor and picks one of them up. We're gonna play GTA GTA. Glorious Devil's Avarice. How have you not heard of that? Oh, the kids down the street I grew up on had one of those games. I watched them play it, the Sintown one, I think. Yeah, that's the old one. 5's cooler. It's got way better graphics. How do you play? It's single player. You just watch. Wow, what fun. How long am I going to be stuck here hanging out with them? Death turns the console on and boots up the game. The graphics really are better than Sintown's. In GTA, you play as a devil girl named Lucy. She's like if Lucifer were a sexy lady. It's a raunchy game that appeals to edgy preteens and middle schoolers. In the case of my childhood friends, their parents didn't seem to understand the rating system and bought it out of ignorance. There's the main story mode, but I think most people play the game for the sandbox aspect. You can pick up guns and steal cars and kill people. It takes place in hell, so I guess you're killing other sinners? I don't think it's the kind of game with deep lore attached to it. Death loads a save and shows me their character. That's a roar. Lucy's dressed in cargo pants and a bikini top with a huge rifle on her back. She looks absolutely ridiculous, but the over-the-top aesthetic of the game is kind of the selling point. Check this out, they say, equipping a huge rocket launcher. They fire it at a gas station, then walk toward the camera in slow motion for dramatic effect. The explosions in this game are so realistic. Actually, I've never seen an explosion in real life, so maybe they're not. They look more real than the others from the previous game anyway. I comment on how cool it was while Death cackles away, stealing a fast-looking car and evading Hell's police force. They're having a great time. Wait, how long do I have to watch them play this? The clock is ticking on this hourglass situation. Hey, Death, can you pause? Why? Because, well, I was wondering when you're going to give out more trials. Death hits pause on the controller and turns to me. Why? I mean, I haven't gotten one yet, and you haven't given me my hourglass either. That's because you don't have one. I don't? I'll give you a trial later. Now, do you want to watch me play GTA or not? Is it okay if I don't? Do whatever you want. They unpause their game. I'll take that as my cue to leave. I had to stay a little while longer at least. I make my way back to the elevator, feeling a bit drained. I figure it's best for me to just go back to my room I woke up in this morning. If it was even morning. I press the button and the doors close. I find Scarlett leaning against the wall in the hallway where we first met. Maybe she's come up here to thank? It is nice and quiet. She notices me right away, thanks to the wheels of my IV stand rolling across the tile floor. Once we make eye contact, I give a little wave and a smile, trying to act friendly. Oh, Ashley. Hey, so we're not dead after all, huh? She was the one to tell me I was dead in the first place, but Death made it sound like she knew otherwise. It's been bothering me, honestly. So they say. After a moment of silence, I realize I'm going to have to be the one to force this conversation. You, knew that it was a social death, didn't you? I don't believe I know anything about this place. Film carries a mix of annoyance and exhaustion. You can't trust anything Death says. All they want is to keep us all under their thumb. This hourglass thing might be part of that. You think so? Maybe. She holds up her hourglass, turning it sideways. There's no way to confirm that this has anything to do with whatever life I have left. In fact, I'm certain that in my case, it doesn't. How can you be sure? I know that I'm dead, Ashley. Her tone is cold and intense, a little frightening even. But that doesn't make it okay to lie to me. My voice wavers. I'm horrible at confrontation, but she backs down anyway. If you would just explain it differently, like how Death did, a social death is a lot easier for me to accept than my actual literal death, you know. But what if that's a lie? What if that's a lie? What then, Ashley? We don't know what. We don't know. We don't know that it is. I mean, how do you know you're really dead? Because I was murdered. I mean, yeah, that would solve it. That would definitely make you know. For sure. Scarlett slips the hourglass into her pockets and enters the room beside us. If that's the case, she had every reason to believe Death was lying. She just didn't want to get my hopes up. I follow her inside to apologize. Scarlett stands at the other side of the room, gazing out the window into the endless void. Scarlett, I'm sorry you were right about Celadon's trial, too. I should have just trusted you. I think I'm a cold-hearted bitch. What? That's not true. You can be a little mean, but a bitch? I wouldn't think that at all. I get it all the time. I'm sure people would admire my personality more if I were a man. You're not a bitch, Scarlett. Anyone who calls you that just sucks. You're a good girl, Ashley. She sighs, letting go of the tension from before. I'm sorry for making you feel like I lied to you. Let's share information properly this time. Yeah, whatever helps us get out of here. Scarlett starts by showing me her hourglass. It's nearly full at the top, meaning she has plenty of time to revive, according to Death anyway. I wasn't given an hourglass, so there's no telling how much time I have. But if Scarlett's still doing just fine after 3 months, maybe I don't need to worry about it so soon? Knowing the deadline might only make me panic in the end, so we decide to forget about it for now. Scarlett folds her arms and leans back against the window. The other thing I should tell you is, this isn't a hospital. Oh yeah, Celadon mentioned that before, how it looks different to everyone. So then, what is this place to you, Scarlett? To me, it's an office building. The one I used to work at. Scarlett goes into another one of her speeches, although this one feels far less rehearsed. Before she was killed, she was forced to quit her job. She doesn't say what that job was exactly, but there was some kind of scandal caused by her boss, and she was unknowingly complicit in it. All she did was shred some papers like she was told. That got her stalked by journalists, and there was all this public outrage. I'm almost surprised I hadn't heard of whatever this case was. But it's not like I watch the news. Fair. Scarlett delivers her story coldly, without a hint of emotion attached. She sounds tired of it all. I don't want to push her with more questions, but I don't get this at all. So then if your boss was the bad guy here, why were they coming after you instead? God knows, Ashley, if I call it misogyny, they'll accuse me of dodging culpability. None of my friends wanted anything to do with me. They didn't want the trouble. Some of them even believed those articles. I was getting harassed on the street. I could barely leave my apartment. A social death, meaning all of her relationships were destroyed. What about your family? My mother passed away when I was young, and I haven't spoken to my father since I was a teenager. We never got along. I may as well not have a family. Maybe it's better that way. They would have become targets because of me. Because of you? Weren't you only in that situation because of your boss? It's unfair, isn't it? I ignored the rumors about him. We even used to get along. But it turns out he's just another shitty, abusive white man in a long line of shitty, abusive white men. Hating him is easy. It's boring. Me, on the other hand, I'm a traitor to my entire gender. I'm despicable. A traitor, but what? This all sounds so extreme. It's because I'm the one who destroyed the evidence. Doesn't matter that I didn't know what was on those papers. Everyone believes that I must have known. If I'd just taken the time to look through them, if I hadn't been so buried in my work, I could have realized what they were. Fucking bastard. I'm just the last in the line of women whose lives he ruined. Scarlett sighs again, much heavier this time. It's still so painful to think about. You'd think after a few months away from it all, I could laugh about it. How could anyone laugh about any of that? It led to you getting killed, didn't it? Something like that. Huh? Her murder must have been related to this, right? I thought that's why she was telling me. Anyway, I'd rather not dwell on it. When I revive, I'll be starting completely over. Starting over, like a whole new life? That's the plan. There's no salvaging my old life. I'm dead. But that doesn't have to mean the end of Scarlet. Or maybe I can change my name to Rogue or something. That's probably actually Rouge, wouldn't it? You should keep Scarlet. Abandoning your name, that's too sad. You should keep it. I'd like to, but I don't think that's possible. I'd rather not let my old life haunt me. But I like the name Scarlet. All that aside, let's stay focused on where we are now. Right, finding a way to revive. Well, listen, Scarlet. Celadon and I are going to help each other. Maybe if we work together, we can beat death. Celadon, huh? You think that earnestly doing these trials is going to get you anywhere? I mean, I know it hasn't worked for him so far, but he hasn't had any help until now. You know, if we're really here because our social lives were over, don't you think making friends is the way out? No, I don't think so. Huh? Life isn't sunshine and rainbows, Ashley. The power of friendship won't save the day here. But it might. We'd be stronger as a team, and maybe we could... Did you forget I was murdered? You really think teamwork can bring back the dead? She makes it sound so childish. Am I wrong to think we can save each other? No, there has to be some secret to this afterlife that only death has access to. The source of their powers. Oh, she's... It wouldn't hurt to try, especially if that whole it being a social life thing is like a social death thing being true. Making friends would be a way how to like have that not be the case. Well, social life wouldn't be dead. If you want to cash your bet with Celadon, go right ahead. I'm not wasting my time on any more trials. Scarlet. Leaves the room and I'm left standing alone and dejected. When I get back to the lobby, Celadon is sitting right where I left him. Oh, hey, Ash. Did you have fun exploring the place? Yeah, sorta. I talked to the others. How'd that go? Scarlet doesn't want to help us, and Death was only interested in playing video games. I like Death. There's games here. They didn't let me play. If they did, it'd probably be for a trial anyway. That's too bad about Scarlet, though. We all have the same goal. We should just work together. She said the power of friendship won't save the day. She's not going to do any trials. What does she have against the power of friendship? It's helping me stay hopeful, at least. Yeah, me too. Silence hangs between us for a moment. Celadon looks to the ceiling and sighs. Can I be honest with you, Ash? Sure. Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off staying here. What do you mean? If I woke up tomorrow and had to go back to my normal life. Back to my messy apartment, frozen meals, paying bills, selling products. Back to credit card debt. Oh God, it's been such a relief not having to worry about my financial situation. But you're doing the trial so you can revive, right? That's the goal? It is. Even though my life was a mess, I just can't abandon it, right? What would I do if I actually stayed here? He's really been here for years. That messy life he's talking about must feel so far away. Mine still feels like I only just lost it. Is there anything you miss from the real world? I miss showering. Showering? I haven't found any bathrooms at all in this place. Isn't that weird? Not that we need them. Oh, you're right. There aren't even any sinks, are there? My hair never gets greasy, and I haven't felt sweaty even with all the running around I've done. But technically, I haven't showered in years. I don't stink, do I? You smell? No, you don't smell like anything. Good. But I still feel like I want to shower again. I miss that refreshing feel of being all warm and clean. I can't relate. I've always hated showering. What, really? How come? It just sucks. Having to get used to the changing temperatures is so uncomfortable. I can't stand up for that long. Well, normally, I mean. I don't get tired here. Huh. I guess being here has its benefits. That's interesting. TV screen above us suddenly flashes a bright, staticky white. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Calling all losers. I thought of some trials for y'all. Come downstairs to get started. The screens switch off in unison as abruptly as they turned on. Celadon and I exchange looks. Are you ready? No, but we should probably go anyway. When Stella and I reach the morgue, Scarlet and Death are already there waiting for us. I wave to Scarlet, but she turns away. I guess she's mad at me for sticking with Celadon. Now that we've assembled, Death taps their scythe on the floor and makes their announcement. Scarlet, it's time for your next trial. Pass. She said it so quickly, Death barely even had time to finish their sentence. Ashton? They turn to me. I can feel myself starting to sweat. I made you something special. It's a video game. A game? Like GTA or something? Nah, I can't 3D model for shit. I made you a card game. They pull out a small handheld and offer it to me. It's a retro model, similar to the one I got in elementary school. This is a Pain Boy. The card's already in there, so turn it on and try it out. If you can beat my game, you'll get to revive. I have a feeling Death designed something extremely difficult, maybe even impossible. Should I? Ooh. Playing a game, a video game, made by Death. But I am shit at card games. Fuck it, play Death's game. I click the on switch. Can't hurt to try. How to play. One Joker face up. Pick up cards from 2 to A. Collect the suits in this order. So Spade, Heart, I forgot what the little leaf thing is, and Diamond. You choose the wrong card, you lose. Just play already. This is this order, okay. Spade, Heart, Clover, Diamond. Oh! Okay, it's the same no matter what. Gotcha. So we need to... Oh god, this is gonna take forever. Okay, know where that is now. That's there. I should be writing this down. Fuck it, give up. We can't do this. I'd have to cheat, and I refuse to cheat. I shut the game off in defeat. I give up. I don't have the patience for this. Death Snickers taking back their Pain Boy. This was a waste of time after all. It's time for your next trial, Donnie. He stiffened in preparation. I couldn't help but feel nervous for him, too. I pat his arm to offer some reassurance. You can do it, buddy. Thanks, Ash. Okay, Death. What do you need me to do this time? Not much. Death ascends high over our heads, just like they did before. They open a different drawer this time. When they pull out the table, it appears to be empty. This game is simple. They descend back down towards us with a hint of darkness in their voice. It's called Say When. Before I know it, my feet leave the ground. I barely have time to register what's going on before my body hits cold metal. My IV bag hits my chest and I scramble to catch it. When did it get taken off its hook? Where am... Slam. Darkness. The blinding white I had only just gotten used to was replaced with an oppressive black that can turn my confusion into abject fear. I'm stunned, terrified to move an inch. All I can do is breathe while mind searches for an explanation. Ash! Seldon's voice gets through to me. It's coming from somewhere below me, muffled slightly. What the fuck are you doing? Let her out! I'm inside of something. I tentatively reach one hand out into the darkness in front of my face. It's flat, smooth, and cold. We're in a grave, aren't we? Metal, like the surface I was thrown onto. I reach the same hand to the side, more panicked this time. Clang. My worst fears are realized. I've been shoved inside one of the drawers in the wall. A drawer meant for dead bodies. Okay, that's... That's legitimately next level fucked. Like, not even gonna lie, that's next level fucked right there. I don't want to be in here. Please, someone. My words come out as a whimper. I'm not sure anyone can even hear them. It's up to you to save her, Donnie. I'll let her out if you ask. Death's voice is taunting like a playground bully, the sound of someone who isn't really going to do what they're offering. But free her too soon and you lose a trial. Saladin, I call out in panic desperation. He has to let me out. He has to. Let her out. Relief washes over me. He really did it. He gave up on his trial for me. I don't have to stay locked up in here like a corpse. Death opens the locker and light returns to my world. This bright light that I hated, I get to come back to it now. I get to see my friends' faces again. My friends, well, Celadon's definitely a friend. Scarlet isn't happy with me, but she might come around. As for Death, they're at least helping me down from here. I hang my IV bag back on its hook. It's half empty now. Celadon rushes over to me once I've gathered myself. Are you okay? Yeah, that was scary. Thanks for calling it off. Well, you know what they say, live to fight again another day. Yeah, you'll win the next one. And that's over at Death and Scarlet. This is why I don't bother with these things. I'm glad Celadon had the good sense to let you out, Ashley. I'd have kicked his ass if he didn't. I let a small laugh. I could see that happening. I can feel Death staring me down through their mask. This probably isn't the outcome they were expecting. Okay, losers. Clearly my trials this time weren't up to snuff. I've already thought of something better for you, Donnie. You can relax while I prepare it. It's going to be hard to relax, but okay. Let's go to my room. I offered without a second thought. I figured it'd be a nice place to just chill, far away from this awful morgue at least. You have a room, Ash? It's where I woke up, so that's how I think of it. You're welcome to come too, Scarlet. We can, like, strategize or something. No, thank you. I'll keep investigating on my own. Scarlet turned to leave, this time giving a smile and a wave before exiting the room. At least she doesn't seem to be mad at me or anything. That's good. Do we still have to strategize? Nah, let's relax. Who knows what Death's going to throw at us next? Yeah, I try not to guess ahead of time. It just makes me more anxious. We smile and laugh with each other as we head to the elevator. It feels so nice to make a real friend. So, this is your room? Yeah, my hospital room. Looks around, approaching one of the empty walls. Right, these rooms are all an illusion. What do you see it as? Is my bed still a bed? Yeah, it's like a dorm room. There are nice paintings on the walls. Paintings? Yeah, of nature and stuff. I remember them from my time in rehab. Dylan has told me a lot of personal stuff in the short time I've known him. I wonder if I should open up more too. I guess I already told him about being in the hospital though. Is there anything else to my life really? I've had to focus on my health for so long. I don't have many options when it comes to hobbies. Mostly I just play video games. I doubt he's interested in that kind of thing though. He's much older than me, and judging by what he's mentioned so far, he spends his time out in the world talking to people. He was even married, well, divorced now. He's lived a much fuller life than me. What's wrong, Ash? I must have let my sadness show on my face because now he's worried about me. What should I say? What was rehab like? I was wondering, what was rehab like? Is it okay to ask? Oh, it was a nice place. Like I said before, I wasn't there for long. It just left a good impression. You mentioned your family sent you there? Yeah, back when they still kind of gave a damn about me. I think they were more freaked out about my bisexuality than my drinking. I mean, my father's still an alcoholic, and he never had to go to rehab. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, at least they didn't put me in conversion therapy. It was just a regular 12 steps program. I like 12 steps. It's simple. You just follow the instructions and your life gets better. Well, I'm glad it helped you. Yeah, it was very stabilizing. I needed it at the time. Dylan and I take a seat on the bed and continue chatting. I tell him a little about my family, how my mom works in real estate and my dad's an IT technician. They both work. I've always been well provided for, but I was left on my own a lot. I always got the feeling they cared more about their jobs than me. It can be I wasn't prepared for all this reading. I thought that I didn't read up that there was going to be reading in this. It can be easy having to care for a sick... Oh, it can't be easy having to care for a sick kid all the time, though, so I guess I don't blame them. I feel like they only had me because you're kind of expected to have a kid after you get married. I'm not sure either of them were all that excited about being parents. They still took care of me, though, even if it felt like even if it felt a little distant. I've always had trouble connecting with both of them. Someone once told me that your relationship with your parents changes a lot once you're an adult and can see them more as a person, but, well, maybe it's just because of my circumstances. The only change in our relationship was that they weren't obligated to care for me as much anymore. They still pay for my health insurance, at least. I haven't been completely abandoned. I just haven't heard from either of them in a long time. My IV drips. Oh, right. It was starting to run low, wasn't it? My IV's going to run out. Uh-oh, that's not good. I open up the cabinets, curious to see if there are any medical supplies stored inside, but every one of them is empty. Well, would you need a nurse to help change the IV anyway? I've seen them do it enough times. I just need an extra set of hands. I'm bad with needles. Maybe Scarlet can help? It's in this bag anyway. If it's just saline, I'm probably fine without it, but if it's medication, if it's the reason I've been feeling so healthy, I really shouldn't risk going without it. Dylan, can you help me search for a refill? Sure, whatever you need, Ash. We make our way down the opposite sides of the hall, checking each door along the way. One of these has to be a supply closet, right? That's what I expected, but it's just been identical room after identical room. What am I going to do if we can't find a refill? Does it even matter here in the afterlife? If I don't need to eat or sleep, I shouldn't need medicine either, right? But I woke up here with an IV in. It feels important. So we keep searching, but soon we reach the end of the hall. Find anything? Sorry, they're all empty. The closets don't even have hangers in them. Let's try another floor. As we make our way to the elevator, we hear a familiar voice come through the PA system. Why are you making me, Ashley and Celadon, you're needed at the front desk, please. Words are falsely sweet, like a customer service rep faking her way through the day. Maybe the front desk would be a good place to check anyway? His tone is hopeful, but I'm not. We can make a quick stop there anyway. While the elevator descends to the lobby, I stare nervously at my IV bag. It drips once, trying to intimidate me. Scarlet is seated behind the front desk, playing her part as the hospital receptionist. Death leans over the counter, looking like a delinquent, giving her a hard time. Well, that's basically what's going on here. Death is the bully, giving all of us a hard time. So and I walk over to the pair together. I'm worried about my IV. Will it even last through another trial? I should probably mention it before we get sidetracked. Before I get a chance to speak, Death calls out to us. Wow, you guys really came running, masochist. They made fun of us for following instructions. Scarlet fires back from behind the desk before I can figure out how to respond. Oh, shut up. You'd criticize them if they took their time getting here, too. She stands up and walks over to greet us. Listen, Death is plotting something. They haven't left me alone since the previous trial. Sorry you had to put up with that, Miss Scarlet. But, there's actually something urgent we should talk about. Soda gestures to me. It's kind of him to give me an opening like this. Something urgent? My IV's running low. We run around looking for medical supplies. My IV's going to run out soon, so... you're right. It drains so much. Death, Ashley needs a new IV bag. Are there any refills? Maybe. Maybe. This is a medical emergency, isn't it? I'm not really sure. Mostly I would feel weird without it. Death leans forward, turning to Celadon with a snicker. You want to cancel the trial? Couldn't we just postpone it? No, that's annoying. What is the trial anyway? Ash... We shouldn't start it before we settle your emergency. But I want to know, if it's impossible, we can forfeit right away. Oh, okay. As long as you're fine with it. Well, I'm not fine with it. I'm going to help you look, Ashley. As Scarlet turns to leave, Death stops her. Are you sure you want to do that, Scarlet? She freezes. Death's planning something after all. Donnie's trial is going to require everyone's participation, including yours. Fine, explain the stupid trial, then I'm leaving. Alright, for phase 1 of this trial, A certain drug is hidden somewhere in this building. A drug? Like medication? Scarlet, you saw me hide it. The trial won't progress until it's brought here. I certainly saw you hide something, but I couldn't see what it was. Something for you, Ashley? Is it for my IV? I'm too afraid to ask. You hid her meds, just tell us already. You'll see when you find it. Death walks around the desk, then plops down in the office chair. They lean back and put their feet up on the desk. Scarlet takes off toward the stairway in a hurry. At least she didn't need it convincing. Should we wait here? Never had to think about what would happen if I ran out of medication before. There were always nurses taking care of that for me, and before I was hospitalized, my mom always managed it. But we're in the afterlife, a place where your body's condition stays the same, even if you don't eat or sleep. So we shouldn't think of it as normal medication, probably. Still, if I really don't need it, I didn't need an IV, why did I wake up with it in? It's not just fluids, is it? If I keep thinking in circles like this, my time will run out. My time. It's running out, like an hourglass. Huh? Death told me I didn't have an hourglass. Do you think it's because my IV is acting like one in its place? If that's true, then... Death snickers behind the desk. Man, that's a good one. Hidden in plain sight, huh? Am I right? Do I really only have this much time left? Gee, I wonder. Screw you. I wonder if I'm not ready to die yet. The door to the stairwell swings open and Scarlet comes running back to us. Scarlet, did you find it? It's not an IV bag. It's some type of liquid, though. She shows us the bottle. It's unlabeled, save for a hastily attached piece of masking tape with a word scribbled on in black ink. Conine? What is that? What is this for? Death takes the bottle out of her hand and waves it around like a prize. Conine is a chemical compound extracted from a plant called poison hemlock. A small dose is enough to cause paralysis, starts in your toes and works all the way up through your whole system. If you ingest it, it causes respiratory failure. You'll be conscious, unable to breathe, slowly losing oxygen until you die. In other words, it's deadly poison. Poison? You can't mean... For the second part of your trial, Donnie, Ashley over here has to drink this. What, me? It has to be you. You're such good friends, right? Well, why don't you drink it instead, you monster? Call it off. You don't have to drink that, Ash. It's up to you, Celadon. This time it's Ash's choice. I'll throw you a bone, Ash. Let's count this trial as a double whammy. If you drink it, I'll let you revive with Celadon, assuming you survive, that is. I'll be waiting outside. You have 5 minutes. This feels stupid any which way you put it. Where the hell am I? This feels stupid either which way you put it, because if we drink it and die, then, well, we're dead. We can't revive. But if we don't drink it, we still don't live. So both of these feel like just very, 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 very stupid choice either way. But if we do pass... and we both revive, and that leaves Scarlet here. We can't leave Scarlet. Even though she doesn't want to be friends, we can't leave her. With that, Death turns on their heel and walks out the automatic doors. It's up to me. Celadon? Don't do it, Ash. I don't want to. It sounds horrible, but it might be our only chance. It's not worth it. I'm not worth it. I can just hang on to the next trial. I probably don't have that long. Don't say that. Scarlet and I will find you a refill. I was thinking, if I might be stuck in the afterlife soon anyway, then I can at least help you get out of here. I'll respect your choice, whatever you want to do. You're not seriously considering this. We think my IV might be serving as my hourglass since I didn't have one. The hourglass thing is all nonsense. It's not proven. Right, but we don't know what happens when the fluid runs out. I could be trapped here forever, which means doing this for Celadon might be the only way for both of us. Shouldn't have to. Don't die in such a horrible way. We're already dead, aren't we? I don't care. Don't fucking kill yourself. This is so fucked. Step toward the automatic doors. Look, we don't even know if poison has any effect in the afterlife. I felt just fine the entire time I've been here. I haven't felt normal like this since I was a little kid. I don't know if that's because this place is special or if it's because whatever's in my IV was helping me. But I think my time left to feel good is over now. Something that shouldn't have been possible in the first place. That's why I'm okay with. Don't worry about me, alright? I stepped outside, letting the doors close behind me before Scarlet and Celadon could say another word. Beyond the hospital doors is an endless expanse of bright white. Hard to believe there's a place even brighter than the inside of that hospital. Although, I guess it's all an illusion. That's what I'm banking on. The illusion of it all. This place isn't real, my IV isn't real, and the poison isn't real. Maybe. I hope. I think Celadon is real, though. And I have a chance to help him. Whether I turn out to be right or wrong. Whoa, you really came out. Yep, I'm ready. They hand me a bottle of poison. The glass is thick and heavy. Looks like you still have some time left. Any last words? Not really. I twist open the cap. There isn't any particular smell to the liquid. Seriously? You're ready to sacrifice yourself just like that? You said I can revive if I drink it too. Check something real quick. Nothing there. You're willing to die horribly for a chance to go back to the real world. To go back to pain and suffering every single day of your life. Well, I made a friend, so maybe I won't have to suffer alone anymore. You're nuts, you know that? You're the one who came up with the trial. Yeah, and it's an insane one. Who the hell would choose to drink lethal poison for some schlub they just met? They're right, I don't have to do this. I could probably get used to it. I could probably get used to things. Here in the afterlife, being stuck here might not be so bad. There are so many things I don't know about this place. It's a little fun trying to learn about it all. If death is okay living here, maybe I could be too? If you can call this living? But I'm not really doing this for my own revival. I like Celadon. He deserves a win. One bottle weighs heavily in my hands. Well, we got one option. Chug it. Time to chug it. Chug the entire thing in one go. It's disgusting, but I've taken worse tasting medicine before. I keep my eyes shut tight as I wait for the effects of the poison to hit. But I don't feel anything. How long is this supposed to take anyway? Damn it, you guys win. Death walks back towards the hospital doors. What happens now? How long until I die horribly? Shut up and come with me. When we walk back into the building, Scarlet and Celadon run up to me with faces full of concern. Ash, how are you feeling? Normal, I guess. It had a bad aftertaste, but I don't feel any different yet. What's going to happen to her, Death? Nothing. Ugh. Death's voice is whiny and childish, the voice of a sore loser. But she drank the entire bottle of codeine. It's a fucking tincture? I can never pronounce that word right. Like those health products you used to sell, Donnie. I've never sold poison. That's what I'm saying. It was a codeine tincture. Yeah, tincture. They start with hemlock, then dilute it down until there isn't a single molecule of hemlock left. They say it keeps the memory of the plant, but it's mostly water. It's water, but then the healthy tinctures I sold. Also a scam. Shit's called homeopathy. Learned about it on a podcast. So that's the catch? I called their bluff. Shut up, bitch. I made it too easy. Anyway, we get to revive now, right? You and Celadon do. Tough luck, Scarlet. I feel bad leaving her behind. She helped with the trial, too. What are you going to do, Scarlet? Don't worry about me. Compared to Celadon, I only just got here. Go on ahead, Ashley, before your time runs out. With Scarlet's blessing, I looked to Celadon, then death. Looks like the power of friendship saved the day after all. Barf. Death walks us over to the elevator. They tell us that no one's ever won a trial before, so they aren't sure exactly how the whole process works. It's weird. I thought they knew everything about this place. But maybe it's all a front? As fake as the poison they made me drink. Either way, it's just me and Celadon now. This elevator is apparently the way out of here. The only way aside from walking out those front doors and wandering into the void. This is the only place in the building that Death can't see inside. If there really is a way to revive, it's through here. All we need to do now is figure out how. When I look around at the walls and ceiling inside the elevator, each surface is smooth with no sign of any hidden doors or compartments. I've been in this elevator so many times, can we really leave from here? Des said they saw people go in and not come out. They had to have gone somewhere. I've seen a lot of people come and go. During my time here, they've always just disappeared one day. I guess I've always been too focused on my trials to really pay attention to that kind of thing. I don't know if I would have noticed it either. My eyes fall on the panel of buttons. There's something odd about them. Oh, this wasn't here before. So I leans in close, pointing to a button with an 0 on it, or maybe with an O on it, or maybe a 0. This must be it. We found it, Ash. Should I press it? Go ahead, you earned this. Even though this was the trial where I did the least. Celadon presses the button. The elevator doors close. I wish we could have had all three of us. Going up, huh? Yeah. We're definitely rising. Is this what revival is supposed to feel like? Guess I'd be more worried if we were going down. Yeah, you're right. The two of us stand in silence, unsure of what to say to each other. No one's ever sacrificed themselves like that before me. It wasn't a sacrifice, though. It's the thought that counts. Another silence. How long will this elevator ride be? And will we ever get to see each other again after this? Before I know it, the floor is transformed into a field of dandelions. Hey, Ash. Yeah? You seeing this too, right? What hospital are you staying at? Oh, it's St. Fellows. I know that place. That's where my grandfather... Well, let's not talk about that. Too depressing. Want to come visit? Yes, if that would be okay. Good. That's something to look forward to. I hope he really will come to visit as long as he doesn't try to sell me any supplements. I used to work in health insurance. Oh no, he's not reading my mind, is he? Claims department. I was the guy who looked at insurance claims and tried to find any loophole I could so that the company could deny them. After my grandfather passed, seeing his Medicaid bills, the funeral costs, everything, I just couldn't work there anymore. What an awful thing to do to people. That sounds hard, yeah. That's why I wanted to work in medicine, but there was no way I could afford to go to medical school. I thought selling supplements was the next best thing. I really, really wanted to be able to help people, but my life kept spiraling out of control. So I really can't thank you enough for helping someone like me. It's no problem. Actually, I'm really glad to have been able to help someone at all. Usually I'm no use to anyone. My eyes well up with tears. Celadon doesn't respond. Celadon? We're still rising. It's too bright to see anything anymore. Please come visit me. I want to stay friends after this. I call out to him, but I'm pretty sure he's gone now. Friends, huh? How did I never make a new one? It's so nice, knowing I was wrong about that. It feels so light and warm. I just hope we'll meet again soon. Why is that flashing? Well, it didn't flash on the screen. I guess that was a different thing. Okay, that was interesting. And I'm guessing the other... Counting all my mistakes, it shatters softly like a dandelion. Give my thoughts after this song's over. Put my faith in the wind, hoping I'll grow again. Another time, another place with new friends. Wake me when my afterlife begins. Okay, that... Like I said, that was interesting ending, so yeah, that's what I thought. So we could have revived alone. We could have revived with Scarlet. Revived with death. How would that have even worked? Bad ending and bad ending 2. We're not going to go for the other endings. At least not today. We may some other time. But yeah, this game was weird, but like in a good way. Because like, yeah, it had a lot of sadness and talked about like not having people, which from my past, I get that. But it wasn't necessarily bad. Like it had a happy ending, but I see that there's not one where revive with everybody, which means that in your oh no. It's going to work?
Albergo asked me, what is DBD? And your answer, replace all letters except vowels with the letter A. A, 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 G, A, 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 A,
I heard some bars in there. I think you hit the limit. How'd the bonking go, Al? But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this game. Which, like today, we'll try again some other time. I did get the shotgun today at Mega Bonk. I got it on accident. But yeah, I do see that there's not an ending for reviving with everybody. Which means there's no just all together happy ending. I just don't know how to feel about this, to be honest. Like this game was weird, but I definitely recommend people pick it up and give it a chance and try the other try to get the other endings. Definitely a lot of reading. You have to be ready for a lot of reading. But all right. Let's switch games. Yeah, I really don't know how I feel about that whole game though. Like it's not bad, but it's like weird for me, you know? It was weird, Al. It really was. But it was like good weird. Like it wasn't it like was sad, but not sad, but still a little and kind of funny too. Like it was definitely a very strange game, but like in a good way. You can just leave that alone. Oh, this was just one that I had on my in my whatever it's called backlog that was short, so and it was an indie game, so I wanted to see what it was all about. I didn't want to start like any big games, you know. I wanted a decently long, but not too god awful long game to play. But I wasn't expecting to have a crisis going on. Give me 1 second here. I gotta make sure all this is working properly. Yeah, this was definitely a surprise. I can definitely say that, but in a good way. Which I will. I don't have one set up. Let's go and get this going, and then I'll. Got to fix the screen here. It's very, very. There we go. All right. We will start Requiem, but I need to run to the bathroom. It'll be like maybe 5 minutes at most. Let me get Spotify open. Actually, I got Spotify open on the desktop. I can just. You know what? Yeah, we'll start there. But all right. Be right back. Alrighty, let's make sure everything's still in the right space. Yep, that sounds good. Let me minimize Discord here. I was bringing that up to make sure to make sure everything was running properly. Minimize that. But alright, it's time for us to start Resident Evil Requiem. No, not French. Though we are going to have the voices in Japanese. Audio device. I guess TV? Just until the pattern is no longer visible. Well, I can't see shit, so we're good to go. Just till the pattern is well, I can't see a pattern, so let's go. Just the screen to your preferred brightness. We'll just leave it all how it is. That's good. Resident Evil Requiem offers you the ability to change the camera perspective. It is recommended to use first-person perspective when playing as Grace to enhance the horror elements, and to use the third-person perspective when playing as Leon to enhance the action elements. Would you like to change perspective? I guess we can do the change perspective, because that's what it recommends. Oh, I guess it has that up automatically. The following can be set via the accessibility tab for the options menu. Preset for auditory accessibility, visual, physical, motion sickness. Well, if we need to, we'll do that later. It's no secret I'm 30. Correct age. The age you in will not affect the content of the game, but once your age has been confirmed, it cannot be changed. Yes. Give me a second with this. Read it all. You can change the setting via network in the options. Whatever. This game is autosave. Checking add-ons. I should have probably gotten all this set up this morning, if we're being honest. But that would be actually planning ahead. I was even planning on starting as early as I did. Which I have seen a few hours of this. Just from modding for somebody. I don't know how far they're in. I guess I should probably, while that's doing that, put out that I've switched to Requiem now. Prioritize performance, for sure. Change graphics settings, yes. Measurements complete. Graphic settings have been reconfigured to the optimal settings for your PC. That scares me, because that's what, Cyberpunk said, and it made the whole thing crash originally, when I exited out, so we'll see how this goes. But as far as my Resident Evil knowledge goes, I played 4 in Village in VR. And I played 0 and wanted to headbutt a wall, and I started 1 but couldn't finish it due to the obvious annoyance that game caused. Those old games cause. I couldn't go through it again. So yeah. Which we still might go back. Apparently, I was like a third of the way done with the game, according to someone who has played it. We may go back eventually. By eventually, I mean once. I don't want to... When I'm ready to fight camera angles again. Don't know when that's going to be. Because, yeah, I'm not in for the annoyance currently. I do just really quickly need to post this over to the other social. We'll post. Paste what I did on the other site. Okay, all set. Plug this up. And let's get rocking. Definitely not casual. Balanced experience of suspense and accomplishment at the standard difficulty found among modern Resident Evil games. This game mode can be changed. I may have just dropped my controller. Difficulty found among modern Resident Evil games. Yeah, whatever. Traditional experience with... I'm just having a mare right now. Oh, fuck no. Fuck no on that. No. I seen ink ribbons. Nah, I'm good. I'm Gucci. Limited saves are one of two things I despise.
グレースアッシュクロフト。はいはい。私のオフィスへ。
すぐ行きます。すみません。この間頼まれた分析ですよね。締め切りはあと3日。いえ、2日で終わらせます。
それは後回しだ。新たな死体が出た。これまで調査してきたものと同じ病理を示している。優秀な分析官が必要だ。
わかりました。
君の目で現場を確認してほしい。レンウッドホテル。
How's it going, Nixie? I'll say it looks off like it's sped up and doing good. Doing good. I have it set to prioritize performance, so it's probably gonna look a little faster than most things. This is like the highest FPS it can go for me. So it's gonna be like really, really smooth. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good.
そこで君のお母さんが殺されたことは知っている。辛いかもしれないが、アリッサが亡くなって8年だ。そろそろ過去と向き合ったらどうだ。恐怖を克服するんだ。 グレース。無理強いはしないが、どうだ、やってくれるか？現場を調査して分析結果を報告してくれ。以上だ。
Alrighty. But yeah, it's definitely like high FPS. A lot higher than it should. Well, that should, you know what I mean. I just did a lot of reading, so you can't expect much from me. It's so weird for me to be playing a game this new, this early. Which it still looks stunning, even though I have it to go for performance. Head to the Renwood Hotel. Can you just go the other way? Barber shop. That looks like it could be. Oh, ooh, what do I got here? Missing. That can't stop me because I can't read.
立ち入り禁止です。入れませんよ。
どうして？
捜査中なので。
あ、ごめんなさい。あ、ちょっと待って。
FBI ですか？
そうです。
例の変死事件の捜査ですね。これで5人目ですよね。どの死体も同じあざがあったって、ある種の感染症とかテロですか？だからわざわざ FBI が。聞いてます？
あ、その中に痕跡があるかもしれない。
まあそうですね。気をつけて。ここはずっと閉鎖されてて、ついに取り壊しだそうです。
ええ、ありがとう。
Alrighty, let's get to investigating. Which I did make sure to turn off the lights in my room after, when I started this, so extra paranoid as we go. Let's go.
なんで来ちゃったんだろう。
Which, I mean, what other way is there to play horror games in the dark? Only the light of where it's coming from. Yeah, I wouldn't go in there. Okay, we got a flashlight. Good. And a pistol already, even better. Oh, that's us kicking around the can. I don't trust it. Somebody to ask how it was going. I do want to play this someday, LOL, so I don't want to ruin it. That's fair. Have a nice night, I guess, because I believe you're an hour ahead of me. But that's fair. Thank you for stopping by. Read the investigation report. You can check your required items from the items menu and examine them for more details. Examine. Your report. Oop, wrong button. Yes, that's a report. Report is reporting. Gotcha. No, it said we were supposed to do that. Oop, I don't want to do that. Oh, you might find some new clues. Those are footprints. Footprints are footprinting. Yep. Yeah, the only reason I'm even starting this so early is just so I don't get fully spoiled on it. We don't have a key. Scratch marks. I must have been completely out of my, because I don't remember this part when I was modding. Then again, I'm usually more focused on the chat when I'm doing that, so. Yep, definitely in America. Those look about right. Maybe not. Someone left turds in there for too long. Ugh. Can we flush that? Ad start in 40 seconds. We will pause when that happens. It's usually a good sign someone's over there. Thank you for the lurk, devs. Hopefully you're having a good day. A picture of us on the phone. Let's talk room 204. No, I'm good. Ugh.
誰かいるの？なのよ。どうしよう。
I guess we're heading to room 204 because we ain't getting out that door. I can just imagine how this game would play in VR. At least these parts. Oop, I realized we're in an ad, so we can wait here. Let the ad go through. Okay, got about 30 seconds, then we can continue. Which I do remember to make sure when I edit this and upload it that I need to cut out these pauses. Alright, we should be back. You don't know if I say her, but thank you for the lurk, devs. Alright. 204. That seems... Oh, wait, that was us. The Wrenwood Hotel has been welcoming guests from all walks of life since opening its doors in 1928. Experienced the warm embrace of nearly a century's worth of history, along with Wrenwood's time-honored traditions. Viewed in the menu. Grace, it looks like it was taken near her home. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I'm an idiot. I forgot that you can do that. Submitted by FBI agent Kyle Eames. September 28th, 2026 at 11:20 p.m., the body of a man was found at an abandoned hotel in the Midwestern city of Wrenwood. The body was discovered in the hotel restroom. Based on the level of decay, it is suspected to have been there for several days. Prior to the incident, multiple cases of similar words. Similar, yeah, same thing. Mysterious deaths have been reported in locations across the U.S. H. Ramirez, 59, pronounced dead at Stoneville Hospital. E. Wilkins, 51, pronounced dead at Hotel Denbar. K. White, 67, pronounced dead at Green Oak Apartments. M. Warren, 90, pronounced dead at Night Valley Nursing Home. It has been confirmed that all the identified victims were survivors of the Raccoon City incident. Victims' bodies all had extensive black bruising. Okay. The biggest problem is we keep letting evil more move into our neighborhood. Yeah, I know. How's it going, Cubine? Welcome in. Okay. Do a little bit of exploring, it seems. If I know one thing about Resi games, exploring is the key to not dying constantly. Glad to hear that's going great. Nothing in there. We got something here. We got a map. Floor plan. That's this button. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything. Gotcha. Gabby said yes, so she's on my list. Let's go. I'm guessing we just need to go up now. I'm guessing we need to go upstairs again. Oh, 204 is probably through there then. No! Actually, yeah, never mind. No problem. Like I said, I keep ears out for suggestions for that kind of stuff. Wire cutters. A tool for cutting wires and electrical cords. I'd be keeping those on me at all times. Don't have that. Don't have a key for that. My thoughts exactly. And it's gotten worse. Yay. Okay.
Nani?
That.
誰が
That's creepy. Would not be okay with that. That's for damn sure. Eight years ago.
ただいま。
おかえり。
一日中画面見っぱなしね。
母さんの帰りが遅いから。
もう寝たら？
もう終わる。待って。
先が思いやられる。
いつもそう。寝るまで小言言ってる。
あら、本降りになってきたわね。
母さん電話。母さん。
すぐ横にあるでしょ。
もしもし。
アッシュクロフトさん。
ええ。
誰から？
さあ、アッシュクロフトさんって聞かれていきなり切られた。嫌な感じ。何？
奴らが来る。グレース、行かなきゃ。
どこへ？母さん、一体何が？
急いで。
待って、奴らってどうしたの？
いいから声を落として。
どうしちゃったの？
ついてきて。
説明してよ。
後で話すから。
Mama came strapped.
母さん待って。
グレース、ほら早く。
今行く。
グレース、早く。
We're hurrying. We're hurrying. Hurry too much, and we'll have a trip.
おや、どなたですか。ああ、停電してしまい申し訳ございません。
何かあったんですか。
おそらく配電盤の問題でしょう。40年前のものなのですぐに落ちてしまうんです。ご不便をおかけして本当に申し訳ございません。
いえ、大丈夫です。
お気になさらず。
すぐに治ると思いますので少しお待ち。
Damn.
Grace, 私から離れないで。
何が起きてるの。説明してよ。母さん、何してるの。
これには理由があるの。
絵の後ろに何を隠したの。
後で話すから。別の出口を探さないと。グレース、早く。
We're literally right behind you.
さあ入って。
警察を呼ぶ。
ダメ、警察はダメ。
もしもし、殺人です。だから殺人です。
グレース。
はい、そうです。レウンドホテルです。そうです。
I mean,
すぐ来てください。
is it really murder when she was protecting
警察
herself
が来る。ああ、も
and her daughter from
うごめん。
whatever that
発見が。
person was?
グレース。グレース、私を見て。手を握って。そうほら、私を見て。吸って。吐いて。吸って。吐いて。グレース、約束する。いつの日か必ず説明する。
I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal.
覚えておいて。あなたは私の希望なの。
How's it going, Compton? Thanks for daily check-in. I forgot to separate the audio for those when I redid them. Fuck, that's gonna be on the VOD. But how's it going, Compton? Okay, how goes Zombie Killing? Haven't gotten any yet. Like, literally just started a little bit ago. Like, we're still in the prologue. We hadn't even seen Granddaddy Leon.
それだけは忘れないで。
何を言ってるの。
いいから。愛してる。
私も愛してる。
分かってる。
母さん、怖いよ。
大丈夫。なんとかここを出ましょ
何も持ってこれなかった。
う。後で取りに戻ればいいわ。
どういうこと。
You ain't explaining shit later, it looks like. Damn. Especially the fact how many times he was shot. Present day.
ごめん母さん。私のせいだ。
Considering how answering a phone started all the bullshit, probably should answer the phone. You know? If I'm in an old abandoned hotel, I ain't touching that phone. Especially the last time I touched it, it got our mother killed. Bad guys have the bricks.
もしもし誰？逃げなきゃ。
これには理由があるの。
The bad guys have something much more
後で
important,
話すから。
much more valuable than anything else.
何を隠したの？
But the bad guys have something much more dangerous than any weapon that anybody could ever make. They have the brick. All right, we should be back and up and running. Someone knocked the modem. Anybody that's still here gonna need a little bit of a refresh. I'm gonna actually make sure to put that. That annoys me that they wanted to mess with the modem and knock us out for a minute. Thank you, Compton. Making sure all my stuff is up and running. All right, let me get back in position. Now, I guess Twitch has decided it wants to run ads. Which makes sense, I guess. Oh, that's annoying, though, that it did that. Because we were making... You still hear me, Compton? Is this where it kicked off at? Yeah, okay, that means VOD should be good. Because first time I tried playing Resident Evil, it kicked off around this area. I mean, it kicked off not long into it. And I wound up losing like 10 minutes because I didn't realize. I'll wait till the ads are done before we continue. Steam. I'm playing on Steam. It's someone in my front room kicked the modem and turned off the internet for a minute. Well, not kicked it, but they messed with the cord. Thankfully, we have a quick reboot. As long as I don't touch the main box, which is plugged into the wall, everything keeps going. We're just wait. Okay, so some people have been having audio sync issues on Steam, but not everyone else has had that happen. Has there been any audio sync issues on my end? Because I can't hear. Didn't keep my stream muted on the thing that I watch everything from. I really should start buying higher quality energy drinks. All right, now we should be able to continue. All right. Oh yeah, we need a key for that. Academy, all right. That's good, because I would not notice at all. Then I think most people probably go for a quality over performance, which probably messes stuff up. There is no way that didn't move in all those years. And with that fire, not a chance. I refuse to believe. Got a journal. October 17th, 2018. Work has settled down and we're heading to a new town the day after tomorrow. I'm thankful my freelance work allows me to work anywhere, but I'm worried about Grace. It's difficult for her to make friends when we're constantly on the move. Maybe we can spend a little more time in the next town. October 18th, 2018. Finished some research and stopped in a cafe when I noticed a hooded man. I could have sworn he was watching me. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. October 19th. Give me a second. October 19th, 2018. I saw that hooded man again. He's definitely following me. We only just got here, but I think we should move on. I can't let anything happen to Grace. Well, she's a good mom at the very least. And then we got a CD. I said floppy disk, but no, that's a CD in there.
Sumimasen. どうしたんですか？
何かに刺されたんです。
大丈夫ですか？どうしよう。
When you nut too hard. I mean, what? Emergency exit key. A key that opens the emergency exit on the second floor of the Renwood Hotel. That's gonna be the area that we were at. Give him a good poke. Honestly, someone changes skin tone to gray right in front of me. Yeah, that's what would be happening. That right there. Right, this one right here, yep. Whee! He'll be fine. He really did the I'm a piranha. Ow. I am closing and relocking that door.
誰かいるの？
Actually, yeah, you know what? That's probably good not to.
長い道のりだった。だが努力の甲斐あってようやく君を見つけた。
誰なの？
変死体を置いたのは私。君をここにおびき寄せたのも私。探していたのは君で間違いないようだ。特別な子、選ばれし子、ミス・アシュクロフト。今はお休み、グレース。やるべきことは山ほどある。
Elbridge a few minutes earlier. There's our boy.
いや、これは違う。6人目だ。ラクーンシティの生存者が6人も同じ症状で死んだ。
よくないわね。
ああ、そうだな。
でもいい知らせもある。 容疑者を割り出したアンブレラと関係のある人物ビクター・ギデオン。
何者だ？
かつての T ウイルス研究者。それから行方不明の警官が1人。関係ないかもしれないけど5人目の遺体があった近くで消えたみたい。聞いてるレオン？
ああ、聞いてる。
大丈夫？
住所を送ってくれ。確認しに行く。
You okay? Fuck no, I've not been on vacation in 28 years. I wouldn't be okay with that either. Hearing more shit's hitting the fan.
Zeta?
もうすぐだ。渋滞にはまった。おい、嘘だろ。
The danger has come for you, Mr. Gideon.
どうしたの？その人は大丈夫？
大丈夫だ。連れて帰るだけだ。
レオン、状況は？
ビクターを追う。
バカな真似はしないで。
何？心配ない。
Leon, stupid, never.
なんだよあんた。助けて。大丈夫？なんだよあんた。
Ooh. Oh. Well, that escalated. Okay, RT, LB, and RT. Already down. Okay. Okay, they're just not real, huh? Oh, they weren't dead. Nope, didn't see anything there. Why waste bullets when the need's not there? None of that in the streets. Take that to your hotel room. 2-for-1 special. No hugs. We don't do that hug stuff around here.
レオ、ビクターは？
見失った。振り出しに戻ったな。
そうとは限らない。アンブレラ崩壊後、ビクターが買った施設がある。ローデスヒル療養所。住所を送る。レオン、私たちには時間がない。
Not how you want to wake up, to say the least.
どうしよう。誰か助けて。いや、ダメダメ。大丈夫。きっと大丈夫だから。考えろ。考えろ、クレス。考えろ。これだ。
I mean, if it works, it's gonna hurt like hell, though. Oh no, didn't fuck that up. Did good. The fact that wasn't followed by a fuck as soon as you hit the ground. It's the most unrealistic thing.
私は何をされたの？よし。
Alrighty, what do we got here? Began blood extraction, check pulse, no abnormalities, administered Dexifil. Condition stable, ready for further examination. A lot of blood. Yep, and it's all yours. So it measures vital signs. So that's everything there. Oh, lovely. No. Not until I know if we have to. No, that's just not gonna happen. Let's go the way with at least what looks like some light, maybe. Empty bottle. Glass bottle with a faint medical smell. Smash to draw the attention of those nearby when thrown. Okay. Everything here? Guess? Yep, no, I'm not going in there till we have a flashlight. There. Ever since Madison, I don't trust statues in horror games. Cherub key. A key with a cherub motif. It's cold to the touch and heavier than it seems. Okay. So we got a key. Well, those are cherubs, so if normal Resi logic dictates anything, this is where we're going. This is wanting us to be very stealthy, it seems. Well, we got something good. We have a way to see in the darkness. Need a screwdriver. Way to see and loot in here. Harriet Jones Shadow Ghost. Have you seen the Shadow Ghost hiding in the dark? Have you seen the Shadow Ghost staying from the light? Have you seen the Shadow Ghost? Because she's been watching you. Stay in the light. Gotcha. Don't go in the darkness. I have to go deeper into the dark room. Typical creepy kid drawing. Two staff. I moved some items out of the closet. The screwdriver is now in the toolbox in the nurse's station. The sewing kit is text is blurred and illegible. Damn. We could have used the sewing kit. So we need to get into the nurse's area. Would be this door here, no? Hey, sexy. Jumping out us like that. Come on now. Nom. Bye. Well then. Shit. I really say shit. Give me 1 second here when my lurks are down. Because that... Yeah. So we need to go back there still, right? Because we didn't get anything. Injector device use administrator fully restores health. Good.
使えるのかなこれ。
Nothing. Move that to get in there. Okay. We hide now. We hide now. Well, they moved it for us. Far enough gone and out of earshot before we move anywhere. Just to make sure we're good, we wait. Okay, no, we're in the nurse's station. It has to be here. You need to move, big dog. Not. I'm up. Oh. Loco. Back to our favorite table. Run, Grace, run. How in the hell are we supposed to get that with her now? Well, we got another entrance, I guess. That could make it a little bit more easier, I guess. Because now I do believe that this door should be open, yeah. Damn it. her walking. Should be close enough. You can reach it, Grace. There it is. Open. Perfection. Go the long way around. Go back here. Okay, so yeah, we need to get back to the save room, which is down the hall all the way at the end. And the fuse box is there to get us to the main area. Me, you freak! Woo! Whatever about this giant lady. Yeah. First time I seen her, I was like, I could just imagine having to deal with this in VR. Shit. All right. I shouldn't have talked shit. I shouldn't have talked shit. I shouldn't have talked shit. We run now, Grace. I don't want the darkness. That do me in right there. Leon Rhodes Hill. I gotta say, I do like the darker black jacket more than the brown one he used. I know it's like the exact same style, but the black leather just looks so much better in my opinion.
Kennedy 様、ようこそ。ギデオン博士がお待ちです。
おかしいな。招待を受けた覚えはない。
博士がお待ちです。
それは申し訳ない。
どうぞこちらへ。
ああ。ギデオン博士の元に来てどのくらいだ？
長くはないです。最近入ったばかりなので。ここは長期療養者が多いんです。博士が開発した試験的医療の被験者ばかりです。
試験的医療か。
ええ、どれも最先端です。機密保護のためこの施設はあまり公にはしていません。
ああ、だろうな。
Show that he's aged and gotten more attractive. Fair. Don't look at me all suspicious and shit.
こちらでお待ちください。
コード6、緊急プロトコルを発動してください。
ケネディ様、今すぐここを出てください。
どうした？
わからないんです。患者たちが暴れ出して、ここは封鎖されます。先生。
先生さん。
ここは病院じゃないのか。
Not. Like. Oh, hey! Fucking rude! Oh! How'd they say to parrying? Parry certain enemy attacks with LB, but be careful, you can't parry with a blunt hatchet. Bubba time. Oh shit, imagine Bubba could do that. God, that would be infuriating. Alright, you. Shit! I didn't even see that coming back at me. Yeah, continue. I'm assuming it's gonna start. Yeah. Damn it! I want to parry that chainsaw. I'm gonna parry it. Imagine you make the window vaults, think you're safe, you turn back to look and see there it's going and chainsaw. God, that'd be terrifying. Annoying as hell too. There we go! We got a game! I know I'm wasting a lot of bullets here, but... Back up, back up, back up. Woo. Now I got the chainsaw. I'ma skin your ass raw. As long as they let me, I'm keeping this. I am the danger here. Oh. Can I at least have one more fight? Because I have a feeling that whatever that's going to break the thing. Next herb, G and G. Try sawing through a door. I mean, it would work. It's made out of wood. Sure. Wait. That was a bolt latch, yeah? That was a bolt latch. On our side. You know what? Don't question it. It's for the aura. Hunt us, seek us, find us, break us. I mean, I didn't want to do that. You just don't question the ore farming, especially from Leon. You just let it happen.
またやられたよ。そっちはどうだ？
今ネットワークに侵入した。
そうか。よし。館内の見取り図は？
探してみる。
こちらは引き続きビクターを追う。
随時報告を。
了解。
Okay, we're back to the main area.
早く早く。
So wait, Leon was standing right there.
Sa, こっちに来い。
I mean, if it works. Ah.
息して息して。
大丈夫か？
ええ。ありがとう。
レオン S ケネディ DSO だ。
DSO。グレース。シクロフト。FBI です。
FBI？ ここで何してる？
私さらわれて。
ビクター・ギデオンか？
わからない。
ここ出よう。
I think after we save again, we're gonna go ahead and end. I'm getting a little tired, even though I'm gonna be up for a while.
Victor と関係が？
何？
I'm also a little hungry.
一体何が何だ？
何か理由があるはず。
待って、DSO って確か対バイオテロの組織ですよね。
持っていけ。
いいの？
必要になるかも。行け。ここから出ろ。
Leon's like, I got these hands.
あの女は逃げられない。
You get yourself some food and take care of what you need to. Yeah.
Dr. Gideon.
I think altogether I've went almost 4 hours. I think I went like 2 and a little on the last one before the internet cut off.
Leo.
Just a little over 3.
少し話をしようじゃないか。動きが鈍いな。
Thank you for the alert, Gore.
お前も発症したようだな。それはアンブレラの呪いだよ。
きっと大丈夫。
The ad's coming up in 2 minutes 40. We gotta find a area to save before we can do anything, so. Yeah, that'll do. 1 bullet. That's gonna, yeah, that'll do to take care of any number of these terrifying things. I wanted to keep going until Liv went live. Who knows? It may take that long. We'll see. List of patients. Guess we don't really need that, do we? We need a card for that for the East Wing. Okay, West Wing. Chronic Care Center, Floor Guide, West Wing Administration's Office, East Wing Hospital. Oh, safe room. Well then, I'm gonna snooze these ads. That means we're gonna be ending soon. We have to reloot the safe room. Coin used for games can be exchanged for prizes in the parlor. I'm definitely saying that wrong. Yeah, storage limit, yada yada yada. We'll place those in there, keep that on us. Let's be real, I'm never gonna remember to use those bottles. Folders marked with recent dates. Finish looting this area before we go any further. Director Victor Gideon, Transforming Lives Through Medicine. Chairman Mitchell Benet. Lead researcher Anthony Richardson. Security manager Luke Clark. Dignity of the Moon, Trust of the Sun, Serenity of the Stars. We are partners. Okay. Okay, I think that's everything. So, in here. Wait, we can just... Yeah. Alrighty. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Okay, didn't crash. Good. Let's find someone to raid on out to. I think I know who we're going to raid because they've raided us a few times. Well, he's raided us a few times. Let's see. Chill Smite. Where? Yeah, we'll go raid devs. Guess we can do the raid message. But yeah, we'll go raid devs 1991. Was in here earlier. Always a really chill guy. Current playing Slay the Spire 2. Thank y'all for showing up. I'll see y'all later. Take care. Stay hydrated and have a nice rest of y'all's day.